Okay, I'm recording.
Hi, Yona. We will start in just a few minutes. We'll wait till other people manage to enter the breakout room. Yes, recording now, Huji.
There are still people who are unassigned, so I guess they have to wait for to join. I'll check if I can share.
Wait 2 or 3 more minutes. There, I see people just being admitted to the main session, which means they haven't not yet been assigned to breakout rooms or haven't selected.
I'm not supposed to press anything because I can ruin everything, I think told me. They're just making me co-host for the sharing option, so.
Okay.
But I
Okay.
do see that there are 60 people that are unassigned, so
It will wait.
yeah. Do you wanna, maybe people will introduce themselves or we can
Give
start?
it two more minutes.
Oh, okay.
So we have 36 minutes. We have a long time.
Oh, Couture House being back.
Yeah, it's been wonderful. Great catching up with
When are you
persons
coming
from,
to
yeah.
visit us?
I didn't get that.
When are you coming to visit us?
Very soon. I was going to write you about that. So
Okay.
yeah, I'll be around.
Good, good. Yeah, I'm hearing great stuff from Neta too, and I see you have a lot of lab fun there. It looks good.
Yeah, it does completely. It's been a wonderful experience.
Great.
Yeah.
Okay, three. Can you see in the large list that's slowing down in terms of admissions to the general session, Haki?
Yeah, so it went down to 37
30,
people.
37. Oh, I see. Okay. So let's get a few more and then
Okay.
we start. Okay. So our good evening, very late good evening. It's me and Mar with Daniel. Couture's in this time zone. Maria, you're 2 hours, but 2 hours behind?
One hour.
One. Okay, so we're all sort of fairly close. So my name is Maureen. Thank you. Sorry, my name is Maureen Maloney. I am the Good evening. I am the International MPH Alumni Academic Coordinator, and I also teach in the school and in the program. I want to introduce people who are present here. So one, Shira Nanavati, who you see is the IMPH Alumni Communications Coordinator. Maria, on my, I don't know how your screen looks, Maria, on my right, we have three alumni with us this evening, Israel time. Maria Milic, who's here from Serbia. Israel Samuelson, who's here, who's with us from Myanmar. And Kator Budu, who's actually from Nigeria, but is doing a special program in Israel in this over this next couple of months, a special internship in laboratory science. So, and last but not least, the person who you're going to hear from next is Professor Hagit Hochner. Hagit is the director of the IMPH program, and Hagit will now present, give a short presentation on the program itself. So we will have Hagit's presentation, then we will have our alumni give a short description of what they value to what they would like you to know. You, Kate, you, Adagabimi, and you, Yona, and anyone else who's joining about the IMPH program. Then we open up for questions and answers, any discussion you may ask your alumni or ourselves, however we can help you. And then we return to the main room. So Hagit, if you would please start. So welcome all. Thank you for joining us, and over to Hagit.
Great. So thanks a lot, Maureen. Are you seeing my slides okay?
Yes,
Or I should shift it to the, it's fine?
I'm fine. Anybody else?
You don't see
Yes,
the little
okay.
screen in the right, right? You're seeing
I
full.
see the ourselves on the right-hand side.
Okay, so that's perfect. So hi, everybody, and thanks for joining us today, our graduates and candidates, maybe, hopefully. I'll talk very briefly about our program. So as Maureen said, I'm Chagit Hochner. I'm faculty at the Brown School of Public Health and as well as the director of the program. Our program is physically located at one of the campuses that you heard. We have quite a few, and this is the Ein Kerem campus. It's basically buildings, but we have the most beautiful view, I think, of all campuses of the Hebrew University. Our program is built under the School of Public Health. So here we have the school director, Professor Ronit Calderon, who is the entire school director. And then underneath Ronit, we have the entire staff of the IMPH. You see myself here, Dr. Maureen Maloney, and Ms. Shira Nanavati that you've just seen. We have a program administrator, an academic coordinator, and we also have a secretary and a social coordinator. So relative to the Hebrew University, we are well staffed in order to make this year as comfortable and as meaningful and as productive as possible. So just in a few words, what is public health? Public health basically is the practice of preventing disease and promoting good health in groups of people. And we do that in small communities, we do it in entire countries. And basically, we really aim to promote health and to prevent and detect and respond to public health threats and to improve healthcare quality. And we do this through research, through training, and through influencing policy. So this is really, in essence, the things that public health professionals do. And I think, in terms of ideology, I think this is something that we all share, is really our belief that public health is the dream of doing social justice. And we all believe in that equity. The School of Public Health at the Hebrew University is really the first school in Israel and has over 60 years of experience in both research and in training. And the school itself has many components, and many faculty that deal with the different levels that are all related to public health research and training, starting from the molecular levels, which I am more into if I'm a genetic epidemiologist, through the individual, through family, through the public in general. And because of that, we have many of the very diverse interests in the school. So we have a lot of different topics and different fields that we cover, including epidemiology, biostatistics, non-communicable and chronic diseases, infectious diseases, climate health, and more. So what is our mission? Basically, our mission is to educate and train public health and community medicine specialists at a high academic and professional level. And we do that because we want to improve the physical, mental, and social welfare of the population of Israel and elsewhere. And I purposely underlined elsewhere because this is really all, what the international program is all about. We have quite a few different programs at the school in Hebrew, and we also have PhD programs, but I want to focus on the Master of Public Health, which is really what we're talking about today. The International Master of Public Health is a full-time study in English. It encompasses 11 months. And to date, we have over 1,000 graduates from over 100 countries all around the world. And we are very, very proud of that. And we make a big, big effort to be in touch with many of our alumni, and Maureen and Shira are basically responsible for that. This is our class of 2024-2025. As every year, we have many students coming from all different places around the world with different expertises, men, women, physicians, investigators, psychologists, biologists, health economists. So we have basically a very diverse and interesting group of individuals that not only learn in classroom, but learn from each other inside and outside of the classroom. And this is the interaction is really key in our program. Our curriculum combines academic excellence as well as practical tools and strategies to confront different health challenges. And just to make it very, very short, we have a very intensive curriculum that is basically 2 academic years squeezed into one. We have our core courses you see here on our left, and there are many elective courses that can be selected by our students. And there's also the master's and thesis tracks, each offering a benefit to the students who select those. So really, it's a very intensive, but I believe, and we'll hear from our graduates, that it's very rewarding as well. What are the requirements for admission? Basically, applicants should have a bachelor's or a master's degree or an ND degree from a recognized university, or a dentistry, nursing, anything else related to health or biology or social health. There's a very heterogeneous background that can be included as our applicants. The minimum GPA should be 80%. Diplomas are not recognized as academic degrees. And public health experience is not a must, but is definitely a plus. We have a very competitive, we're very competitive programs, so this could definitely serve as a plus for those who have public health experience. There are a limited number of scholarships that are available for really outstanding candidates from low and middle income countries. These are all donor-based scholarships that we are very fortunate to have. They include basically everything: tuition, accommodation, stipend, and everything really that is part of the program. We do have an option for those that are not eligible for a scholarship to be admitted if indeed found eligible and suitable to be private students. It's approximately $8,000 for the tuition, and it should be included living expenses and everything that has to do with living in Israel. We have a very, very intensive academic program, but we also have a lot of learning outside through professional site visits. Maureen is responsible for those as well. You can see some of those. It's a very, I think, interesting and something that people remember. There are opportunities to explore Israel. There are very memorable by all our graduates. We celebrate together because part of the agenda we have here at the IMPH that we want to have an environment that is a family friendly environment. So basically, our students become a family throughout this year, and we celebrate together many of the holidays of the different religions and cultures that are brought to us from our students that we can share with our students from our own cultures. The graduation is one of the most memorable events that we have. People join us from all over the university, as well as embassies and consulates and many more. And just a few words about what happens after graduation. So many of our alumni go to different tracks. We have people who go to do clinical work, to do research, join NGOs, ministries of health, departments of health, etc. Just a few words about our graduates. You can ask us more. We have incredible work that is being done by our graduate post-graduation. This is an example of Dr. Smita Tudkar, who used seed grants that are provided by the alumni part of our program to do field work back in her country. We have another example of a graduate student who's been working all around basically the world with in areas of conflict. And one of the things that we always keep in mind is that the formal education doesn't end during that year. So basically, this is a lifelong learning experience, and we continue to provide opportunities for more learning. We have conferences and workshops. These are just examples. I'll go over quickly. This one is a relatively recent one, a tobacco control workshop. We brought in 20 participants to Israel. These are all graduates of ours to have an intensive workshop in the area of this specific area of interest. We have conduct every couple of years or so alumni conferences. The very recent one was in May in Nairobi. Maria was with us there. This is something that is quite unbelievable in terms of the interaction and the sharing of achievements and building new collaborations. So this is something that we definitely plan to continue with for the next years ahead. Just to end, our online registration will start on December, and will go all the way to the end of March. This is our website that you can see here, and for any other questions, and I'll also maybe put it on chat, Irina Saman, who's our academic administrator or secretary, will be more than happy to answer any questions. So thanks, I'll stop share for now. Let me know if you have any other questions or if you want to proceed with the rest of us here.
Thank you, Hagit. I think we'll go to our alumni and then Q&A. So if you write down a question, if you have something or you want to put it in the chat, and we can come back to it. I want to thank Shira for arranging our alumni to be here, for the alumni to join us. Maria is the most senior of this group. Maria, would you start yourself, please, to introduce and to speak about the program?
Thank you, Maureen. I'm so happy that I am here with you and that I have an opportunity to share my experience. So I am from Serbia, and I am working now as assistant professor at medical faculty here in Serbia, and I teach epidemiology. Also, additionally, I'm working like epidemiologist in National Institute of Public Health in Serbia. I completed my master's degree during 2017-18, and when I look back now in that period, apart from the huge knowledge and skills that I get, the best part of the program is that I get the new family. Really, that like living together with my colleagues in dormitory and very close friendly relationship that I have with my professor and all employees of the program makes your study stress relief. All you have to do during the program is to study, because everything else is organized for you. Lectures, free times, excursion, visits to different kind of organization, everything is organized, and the entire program is designed to support and consider all of your new idea. For example, not only during the class, in any moment we can share our thoughts, idea, plans, or even the problems with colleagues or with professor, and usually we will have the solution very soon. When you finish the program, you have a fully developed mindset of one expert in public health. And when you go back to home, all knowledge and skills that you get during the program, you can immediately apply in the practice when you come back to home. So, for example, if you don't have some knowledge or you have some information, you are able, because you know that, how to find new information and how to interpret it, because you know from the previous knowledge how to do that. For example, when I come back, immediately when I finished my master's degree, I started to work on my PhD thesis. And for example, the knowledge that I get in statistics and methodology makes me able to independently carry out my research, to do statistical analysis and to publish 6 papers from my PhD thesis. So I am very happy and thank you for that. And also, for example, I didn't imagine that after the 1 year after the MPH program, we will have a COVID pandemic. And I was engaged in the field during the pandemic. And for example, skills in communication with the media helps me a lot in the field. And also skills to how to search and how to find new information, interpret it, and to share with my colleagues and the publics also help me in my everyday work. So I'm happy that I had opportunity to study in Israel on IMPH program. And I think that all future colleagues must consider this program like very important, and I think can't miss them.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Maria. It's very kind. Very nice of you. So, Kator, we moved to another part of the world, even though you're here now. So
Yeah.
yeah.
All right. Thank you very much for having me. My name is Kato Ibudu. I'm from Nigeria. I work as an assistant lecturer at Miva Open University, as well as doing some work in HIV and malaria. Currently, I'm back in Israel as part of the Bridges of Science program, which is another beautiful initiative of the IMPH in partnership with the Weizmann Institute of Science. So I'm going to speak on 2 aspects of the IMPH. One, it's interdisciplinary nature, which means that when you get to become a part of the IMPH, you are seeing public health from the perspective of the physicians. You are seeing public health from the perspective of the psychologists. You are seeing public health from the perspective of the economist, and so there's this rich diversity of professions of the students in the class, and it helps you to conceive public health ideas or programs from a multidisciplinary perspective. And that's very, very helpful, because when you get back into practice, or you get back into the field, you realize that for your initiatives to work, sometimes you would have to work with people from different sectors. So already in the program you are being taught, you are learning how to work with persons from different backgrounds, and that's very, very helpful. Then, secondly, I also want to speak about the strong alumni network of the program, which is a huge resource. One, while you are in the program, and then after you leave the program. While you're in the program, it's a huge resource because you've heard quite a number of times, it's been said that it's intense, and really the program is intense. But from the strong alumni network, you are able to find persons who can, share their experiences, tell you a quick just basic hacks on how to balance the pressures of the IMPH and then maintain a social life as well. I mean, the program already has a very robust social engagement plan for the students and all of that. But, having that contact with the alumni usually boosts morale. Maria can remember when they came for the tobacco conference, like we had a really, really nice time together, and it was very helpful. Then post IMPH, you also have a rich network to fall back to as regards seeking opportunities or mentorship as to how to integrate back to what you were doing previously. And that really helps in keeping the graduates going. And the program also has a very remarkable standing out there. I think in the last 3 months, I've had cause to introduce myself as a graduate of the IMPH program. And two very highly placed persons were like, "Oh, they tried getting into the program and they couldn't." And yeah, and immediately they accorded me some level of esteem beyond what was given prior to me introducing myself as someone from the IMPH. So that's just part of the perks of being a graduate of the IMPH. I'm going to leave it at this point, but definitely available for any other questions that may arise. Thank you.
Thank you, Kator. Thank you very, very much. Okay, Israel, visiting us from Myanmar. Israel is the most recent graduate of our three alumni here today. He graduated just this past year.
Just a few months ago, but it's been fantastic since then. I really agree with what Maria and Kator said. Definitely the same experience, even though the IMPH has been going on so many years. They've been very consistent. I really enjoyed that even from the beginning, I could see that the assignments in most courses were tailored to the real life things you'll do. So we make a lot of study designs, which has been really helpful as I leave the program. Even one of the first things I'm doing for others or for NGOs is thinking about study designs. Also presentation. There's so many group assignments, so many presentations that you really get good practice and how to do it professionally, which is something is good for any course, not just public health. But I think because there's so much networking and kind of interactions in public health, you really need that as a skill. Also, working in a group that they kind of vary it. So you have groups that you work well together in, groups that are more difficult to get everyone working at the same time, which is like a real world challenge that we'll have. So that's really useful. Yeah, the program itself, I think, yeah, like the other said, you get like every sort of aspect of public health, epidemiology kind of being the most key. And then, but I think kind of the courses that go into research and study design are also really crucial. Yeah, I think, yeah, definitely it's true. Some of the best experiences are because it's such a tight-knit cohort, like less than 30 people. You really do make some good friends over the year, and you kind of under this stress together. So it really is like a sort of, what do you call it? Yeah, pressure to make a
A
diamond.
bonding experience.
Yeah, bonding experience. And yeah, I would highly recommend it. I think there's also, it's extremely generous with the amount of tourists we have, the amount of visits to the north and south of Israel, also museums, also like a lot of things to do as tourists, and then to do with the other students is really a fantastic experience. So I can't recommend it enough.
Thank you, Israel, very, very much. Okay, we have 7 minutes for Yona, Adoremi, and Kate. Do you want to turn on the other two to turn on your screens or not? Please, whatever questions you have, this is the time to ask.
I wanted to ask about what possible PhDs I could get into after integrating and graduating from the Master in Public Health.
After the master's program.
Yes.
Some universities require you to do a thesis, so you'd have to choose that track. And then it depends on your own interests, where you would like to study, how you have refined your area of public health interest through the year. Some students come in with one idea of this is where I want to go, and then through the year that changes and in a wonderful way, and they learn that maybe they could go this way or that way. So the advice would probably be to do the thesis, and then that's a very particular challenge. And please write to us about that.
Okay,
Much more than
thank
we
you.
can possibly say. Where are you, Yona?
I'm currently in Portugal in an integrated Masters of Medicine.
Okay, very good. Okay, thank you very much. Kate?
So I just needed some guidance on how to apply for the scholarships.
Well, first of all, you have to apply to the program. And as
Okay.
right, so you apply to the program, and as part of that, you check off a list and say, yes, you would like to apply for a scholarship. And then it's integrated into your application itself. So you write to Irina Saman, I think was the email put in the chat.
Yeah,
Right,
yeah.
Hagit did.
Yeah.
And so take a look at that, write to her. Registration, as Hagit said, will open up in maybe about another week or so, and you'll be able to get information. Then we'll have a brochure available for you to get more information on the program, more perhaps some practical information in terms of admissions and procedure and process. But please, please feel free to write to Irina and ask her to forward the email to Shira, to Hagit, to myself for more information if you need. Okay, then. Kate, where are you writing from? Where are you applying from? From where are you applying?
From Malawi.
Okay.
Malawi.
We have a number of alumni in Malawi.
Ah, okay.
What's your background, Kate?
So I did Bachelor of Science in Human Sciences and Community Services.
Okay.
Yes, so part of nutrition and a bit background of social work and community development. Yes.
Sounds
Great.
good.
Well, please do apply. Please ask whatever questions with which we can help, and it would be our pleasure to do so. As you could, if you want the inside scoop, of course, you could also write to any one of these three people who are three alumni. Adorabemi Adefi, did you want to speak? Did you want to have a question that you wanted to ask?
Hi, everyone.
Hi. Nice to have you join us.
Yes, thank you. I just want to ask the same questions as Kate. I want to know about the scholarship programs too.
Okay, well, the scholarship program is not separate from admission. So first you need to be admitted, and then if you're admitted, then there's a competitive ranking for scholarships. And remaining, I think 3 minutes. Okay, so
I
if
think
you
someone, I'm not sure who, someone asks about the direct PhD program. Oh, yeah. Whether we have a direct PhD program. So we don't have a direct program.
the one, the MSc or into
Right.
PhD, no.
So
no.
basically you have to first graduate with an MA, with an MPH, and then you could apply for a PhD
Within
at
Hebrew
Hebrew
University or
or
elsewhere.
elsewhere, yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Hi, Adi. Okay, is there anything else? Anything else we can help you with? Any other questions you have? So thank you, especially to our alumni for joining us, for you sharing your experiences. And for those of you who are thinking about applying, please do. As we said, the link should be open next week, beginning of just another week, I think, until beginning of December. And you have Irina Saman's email should you have trouble finding it, have trouble accessing it, write to Irina and it would be her pleasure, I know, to help. So thank you so much for joining us this evening. Thank you, Shira, for helping us to put this together, and Hagit for a presentation. And I think we're 2 minutes ahead and we're going back to the main session. All the very
Thank you,
best.
everybody.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank
Thank
you.
you
Great
all.
to see
care.
you all.
Go to sleep, Israel. Go to
Bye.
sleep. Go to bed.
Bye.
Katora, see you soon. Maria, thank you so
Yeah.
much.
Thank
Thank you
you.
so much.
Thank you.